I've got my life together.
We all know that's a lie. No one just thinks that.
Okay. I've got my life more together.
Okay,
yeah,
that's better.
And I was wondering, I'm like, well, I've had like a drastic life change from moving to Japan. And that's not because of anything to do with Japan.
Right.
That's purely because of, I think, the fact that someone's holding me accountable. Before, if I fucked up a sponsor, it was on me.
Yeah.
Right now, there's someone else involved. I was wondering, because I'll explain mine, but did you when you guys moved to Japan, and maybe when you joined the agency, did your life change that much? Did you like have a lifestyle change, or was it just same shit?
I think the biggest change for me has been actually this podcast,
Yeah.
where we have a specific day we come in and film, and having something on my schedule is just completely changed my entire weekly schedule. Just because I have one day that's always booked off and have to like plan around that, instead of being like, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna feel like maybe I'll feel like working on something today, maybe I'll just feel like playing Ghost of Tsushima. I don't fucking know.
There's nothing worse, I feel, than like it being a Monday morning, right? It's a fresh start to a new week, and you're like, all right, let's see what I have to do this week. And you look on your calendar, it's just nothing this week. I'm just like, what do I do? Like, how do I do things now?
Especially after quarantine, you just wake up and you don't even know what day of the week it is. And weekends don't feel like weekends. Weekdays are just other days. I don't know.
Yeah, most people wake up being like, oh yes, it's a Friday, it's the end of the week. I just wake up and it's like, it is morning.
That is what. But YouTubers every day is the same day.
Yeah, it is.
When everyone started working from home and everyone was like, yes, this is such a refreshing change to my lifestyle.
And we're just like, yeah.
Welcome to the YouTuber lifestyle.
It's fun when everyone's doing it and everyone's in the same boat. Right. But then when everyone's doing their normal life and working, it's like it's hell.
I mean, that's how I felt though. Like when we, as you said, like we started to be like, all right, every week, this day, this time, we're going to come to the studio or the office, right?
I do like that.
And I'm just like, this is how normal people feel. This is
office?
quite liberating.
I drink coffee with other people.
I know.
No, it's great because when I worked at the BBC, I worked there for like 2 years, like close to 3 years, and I did not enjoy it after a while. But after moving to YouTube and being freelance and just going by my own schedule, I kind of missed the office environment because about like a year after doing YouTube, I kind of realized, man, if I don't actively go out and seek social interaction, it just doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen. That took me like 3 or 4 years to realize that. So wait, do I have no friends? Unless they like drag me out. That's weird.
I kind of got that same thing because I never had like a business, like a corporate experience, right? Like working in an office or whatever. So it's like extra exciting for me. Because I'm just, because it is liberating. Because I've always been, even during school, I've always been one of those kids where it's like, I couldn't study on my own. Like I had to, like,
you're one of those.
Yeah, like I couldn't go home and just sit in my room by myself.
What do you mean one of those?
Like when they'd always be like, "You want to study together?" I'm like, "No."
Oh no, I was always like, "Yes."
No, I'm exactly the same as
because
Connor,
I can't. Because I know that if I go home and I'm in my own room, then I'm not gonna want to study because no one's judging me for just being like, "Well, I could just like play some games."
Yeah.
But when I'm around my friends, I want to talk to my friends.
No, same here. we never when there was always a group study session, we'd have in university. I remember we'd always have like the first hour was like nice and productive. We'd start going over problems, and then it would just people would get bored, and then we would just
you
talk
want to watch
about
this YouTube video.
Yeah, exactly.
That's always what would happen.
No, I was a model Asian son, so I genuinely just like, hey, do you want to go to the library and do some study sessions? And we're like, all right. And then we put our headphones in and we just study because if there's people around
that's
me,
a fucking lie.
No,
there's
legit.
no way. There's no way that we all met up and we all studied.
Yeah.
It's like,
why do you think I'm so galaxy brain?
I'll tell you the real MVP, which wasn't my lecturer, but my actual real lecturer was, shout out to those Indian YouTube lectures that were always uploaded.
Khan Academy re-uploads.
Yeah.
Wait,
what's that?
It's like if you did maths or anything engineering, like there was always like this channel. I can't remember. It might have been Khan Academy. It was something like that where they would just upload the lectures that are shorter and way more informative.
Yeah.
Oh, like kind of like Cliff Notes?
Yeah, but like somehow they explained it better in 10 minutes than the 2-hour lecture you went to.
Yeah. You go to a lecture, you sit there for an hour, you wouldn't take any of this in.
Yeah.
And then when you're revising, you search up, hey, X topic, like how do I do second order I can't even
Integers.
integers. And there'd just be always it was always an Indian guy doing the lectures. I don't know why.
They just know maths, man.
I know,
get it.
right?
They get it. They get it, man.
Yeah, I never had anything like that.
Yeah.
I just went the
If you did
the
anything-
traditional route.
If you did anything maths or engineering, at some point, an Indian man on the internet would save you. Like, that's just how it is. Like, that's just because I don't know why.
Is that
but-
maybe like only a UK thing?
No. Because like it was like Americans too, I think, would use these.
Really?
things. Yeah,
I think it's an engineering thing. Must be
Maybe,
an engineering
maybe.
thing.
Yeah, I never
maybe.
did engineering.
Or the
so,
sciences.
yeah.
maybe.
I never had anything like that. I mean, I had like Indian lecturers like at school who were
Yeah.
like teaching me stuff, and they were usually like the best lecturers.
Yeah, there's
I-
so many in engineering.
Yeah, I didn't
They're the
have
best.
like any YouTube. I wish I had like a YouTube channel that I could just fucking go onto and be like, yes, solve all of my problems for me, please, thank you. So I don't have to go to classes ever.
Dude, I felt so OP when I went to university and it was in English, and I was like, wait, the internet's useful to the work. Because like Welsh internet like isn't really a thing. So anytime
Right.
I'd want to like cheat, I just
Yeah.
couldn't, because I couldn't Google any of this shit.
Right,
So I didn't know
right.
what I was looking up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, man. Oh my God. My lifestyle in university was so unhealthy.